I think you both have enjoyed the yesterday class. I hope you understood whatever Dr. Abraham, academic counselor, has presented and explained to you. బాగానే ఉన్నాయా క్లాసులు?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. బాగున్నాయి సార్.
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
ఓకే,
చాలా బాగా ట్రై చేశాను.
బాగానే అర్థమవుతున్నాయి కదా?
అర్థమవుతుంది సార్.
ఫాలో అవుతున్నారా చెప్పింది, టీచర్ చెప్పింది?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే ఓకే, దెన్ గుడ్. ఓకే ఓకే, ఇంకొక 2 కోర్సులు కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఇవి అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ వాటికి మళ్ళీ షెడ్యూల్ చదువుతాను నేను. అప్పుడు అవి కూడా అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. ఫీల్డ్ వర్క్ జర్నల్ అవి ఎట్లా రాయాలి అవి కూడా ఉన్నాయి. అవి తర్వాత చదువుతారు. ఓకేనమ్మా.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ డాక్టర్ అబ్రహం. ప్లీజ్ గో హెడ్.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఓకే సార్. Okay, so my dear students, so yesterday we discussed about the definition of social work, and discussed about objectives of social work and core components of social casework. Okay, so yesterday I said that, so previously మనం ఏమనుకుంటాం, సోషల్ వర్క్ అంటే చిన్న కాన్సెప్ట్ అని అనుకున్నాం. కానీ నిన్న మనం ప్రజెంటేషన్ చూసినప్పుడు ఆ థీమ్, అది ఆ వెబ్సైట్, అది ఏదైతే డెఫినేషన్ చూసామో, గ్లోబల్ డెఫినేషన్, అప్పుడు మనకేమర్థమైందంటే సోషల్ వర్క్ అన్నది ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఏ స్మాల్ కాన్సెప్ట్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ వెరీ బిగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్, and all over world people are practicing social work, and not only here. Okay, so yesterday కాన్సెప్ట్ లో మనం ఏమనుకున్నాం, సో గివింగ్ ఏదో చిన్న సర్వీస్ చేస్తే అది సోషల్ వర్క్ గా కాదు, కానీ ఒక సిస్టమేటిక్ గా, ఒక స్ట్రక్చర్డ్ గా, ఒక వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ ని నిలబెట్టడానికి మనం చేసే సర్వీస్ ని, ద ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ ఎంటైర్ సర్వీసెస్ ని మనం కెన్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ సోషల్ వర్క్ అని చెప్పేసి మనం నిన్న క్లాస్ లో చెప్పుకున్నాం. ఓకే, సో అలా నిన్న చాలా వరకు కూడా మనం సోషల్ వర్క్ గురించి మాట్లాడాం. ఈ రోజు నిన్న క్లాస్ చెప్తున్నప్పుడు నేను వీ హ్యావ్ 6 మెథడ్స్ ఆఫ్ సోషల్ వర్క్ అని చెప్పాను. మనకి ఒక 6 మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయని చెప్పాను. సో ఈ 6 మెథడ్స్ గురించి మనం కొంతసేపు డిస్కస్ చేసిన తర్వాత we can go to the history of social work. సో ఈలోగా ఒక 2 minutes నాకు కొంచెం సమయం. సో ఈ 2 minutes లో నేను ఒక చిన్న ఈ కాంటాక్టింగ్ వస్తుంది, అది చేసేసి నేను మీకు టచ్ లో వస్తాను. ఉంటాను, లైన్ లోనే ఉంటాను. జస్ట్ ఒక 2 minutes ప్లీజ్. It is already okay. Anyhow, so that activity I will do later. Take break and I will do that. ఓకే, సో నిన్న క్లాస్ లో మనం ఏం చెప్పుకున్నామంటే, మనకి ఒక 6 మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయని మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా. సో ఎస్టర్డే క్లాస్ లో సోషల్ వర్క్ మెథడ్స్ ఎన్నండి, టోటల్ మెథడ్స్ ఎన్ని సోషల్ వర్క్ లో? 6 మెథడ్స్ అని చెప్పాను. 6 మెథడ్స్ అని చెప్పాను కదా. సో ఆ మెథడ్స్ ఏమైనా గుర్తున్నాయా మనకి? ఏమైనా గుర్తు?
సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్, సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్,
సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్, సోషల్ గ్రూప్ వర్క్, కమ్యూనిటీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్, సోషల్ రీసెర్చ్, సోషల్ యాక్షన్, ఇండైరెక్ట్లీ సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్. హలో,
యా వింటున్నాను. మీరు చెప్పింది వింటున్నాను. బాగా చెప్పారు, బాగా చెప్పారు. సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్, సోషల్ వర్క్ మెథడ్స్ ని నేను టైప్ చేస్తా ఉన్నాను. సో హియర్ So as you said, there are 6 methods are there in social work. One is case work, second one is group work, third one is community organization, fourth one is social action, and fifth one is social welfare administration. Sixth one is social work research. Social work
Research.
research.
Yes. Research.
Research. So these are the 6 pillars or 6 methods of social work. These are the 6 methods of social work. Okay. So social case work, group work, community organization, social action, social welfare administration, and social work research. So ivi mana methods. So among these methods, these 3 are the core methods. These 3 are the direct methods. Case work, group work, community organization. These 3 are the core methods of social work. అంటే ఈ 3 వేరే సబ్జెక్ట్స్ లో ఉండవు. ఓన్లీ సోషల్ వర్క్ వాళ్ళకే తెలుస్తాయి. ఏమేంటి? కేస్ వర్క్, గ్రూప్ వర్క్, కమ్యూనిటీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. ఇక్కడ కమింగ్ టు ది ఇవి ఇండైరెక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ అంటారు. ఇవేమో డైరెక్ట్ మెథడ్స్, ఇవి ఇండైరెక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు. ఏంటివి? సోషల్ యాక్షన్, సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ అండ్ సోషల్ వర్క్ రీసెర్చ్. సోషల్ వర్క్ రీసెర్చ్, దీస్ ఆర్ ది అనదర్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఆఫ్ సోషల్ వర్క్. సో డైరెక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఆఫ్ సోషల్ వర్క్ ఆర్ కేస్ వర్క్, గ్రూప్ వర్క్, కమ్యూనిటీ ఆర్గనైజేషన్. Indirect methods of social work are social action, social welfare administration, and social work research. So these are the 6 methods of social work. Okay, so now we can discuss a little bit about each method. Each method. What is a social case work? What is a social case work? Okay, so social case work is a primary method. Social case work is a primary method and direct method of direct method. Okay, so here we can work. We can do the we can help the individuals. We can help the individuals who are in the problems. So who are in the problems or who are looking for the help and who needs, who require needs, who have needs. సో అటువంటి ఇండివిజువల్స్ తోటి మనం ఎలా వర్క్ చేయాలి? సో ఇదంతా కూడా ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ మొత్తం కూడా మనకి ఎక్కడ ఉంటదంటే కేస్ వర్క్ అని ఉంటది. కేస్ అంటే ఒక పర్సన్, ఒక ఇండివిజువల్. సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ అంటే ఏంటంటే వర్కింగ్ విత్ ఇండివిజువల్స్. సో మనం వ్యక్తులతోటి మనం పనిచేయాలి. వ్యక్తులతోటి వ్యక్తులు అంటే ఎవరు ఇక్కడ? సో ఆపదల్లో ఉన్న వ్యక్తులు, అవసరతల్లో ఉన్న వ్యక్తులు, అవకాశాల కోసం చూస్తున్న వ్యక్తులు. సో ఇటువంటి వాళ్ళని, ప్రమాదాల్లో ఉన్న వ్యక్తులు, వీళ్ళని మనం ఇండివిజువల్స్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటాం. ఈ సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ లో we learn how we have to work with the individuals. అది మనం నేర్చుకుంటాం ఇక్కడ. Okay, so in social case work, a person with problem comes to a place or agency where a professionally trained worker helps him through a given process. Social case work has 4 components, that is person, problem, place and process. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ కేస్ వర్క్ లో ఏంటంటే ఎవరైతే ఒక సమస్యలో ఉన్న వ్యక్తి ఉంటాడో ఆ సమస్యలో ఉన్న వ్యక్తి సోషల్ వర్కర్ దగ్గరికి వస్తాడు. సోషల్ వర్కర్ దగ్గరికి వచ్చినప్పుడు సోషల్ వర్కరు తనతో మాట్లాడి అతని ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాడు. కేస్ వర్క్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటాం. ఓకే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక పర్సన్ మన దగ్గరకు వచ్చాడు. అవసరంలో ఉన్న పర్సన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు తనతోటి మనం వీ కెన్ టాక్ విత్ దట్ పర్సన్. సో నా వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుంది కదండి? సో సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం. సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ అంటే ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ ఇండివిజువల్ పీపుల్ తోటి మాట్లాడుతాం. ఇండివిజువల్ పీపుల్ అంటే ఎవరు? సమస్యల్లో ఉన్న వ్యక్తులు. ఇండివిజువల్ అంటే మనం వచ్చేసరికి ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం తీసుకోండి. ఏ ప్రాబ్లం తీసుకున్నా అందులో ఒక వ్యక్తి ఉంటాడు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆల్కహాలిజమే తీసుకుందాం. ఆల్కహాలిజం అంటే ఏంటి? ఆల్కహాలిక్ ఎడిక్షన్. ఆల్కహాలిక్ ఎడిక్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి? చాలా మంది ఆల్కహాల్ కి బానిసలు అయి ఉంటారు. ఎడిక్ట్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ మే బి ఎడిక్టెడ్ ఫర్ alcoholism and many people may be addicted for drug addiction, but here individual means a single person so who addicted for that alcohol or who addicted for that drug addiction. So we can take single person because every person is unique. Okay, so every person is unique and every person's characteristics are different. Every person's activities are different. Every person thinking levels are different. థింకింగ్ వేస్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్. సో ఒకళ్ళకి ఎక్కడ కూడా పొంతనుండదు. సో ప్రాబ్లం మేబీ ఒకటే అయి ఉండొచ్చు. ప్రాబ్లం అందరూ ఆల్కహాల్ తీసుకుంటున్న వాళ్ళందరూ ఆల్కహాలిజంకి ఎడిక్ట్ అయిన వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఆల్కహాలిక్ ఎడిక్టెడ్ పీపుల్ అంటాం. కానీ మనం డెప్త్ గా ఒకళ్ళని చూసామనుకోండి, సో అతను ఎందుకు ఆల్కహాల్కి ఎడిక్ట్ అయ్యాడు అని చెప్పేసి మనం స్టడీ చేస్తే ఒకళ్ళకి పొంతనుండదు. ఒకళ్ళేమో ఫ్యామిలీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ తోటి ఎడిక్ట్ అవుతారు, ఒకళ్ళు అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఫ్రెండ్స్ వల్ల కొంతమంది ఎడిక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఎకనామికల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వల్ల ఎడిక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఉదయం రెగ్యులర్ గా పనిచేసి తాగటం వల్ల వాళ్ళు ఎడిక్ట్ అవ్వచ్చు. సో ఎనీహా ఒక పర్సన్ కి సంబంధం ఉండటం అన్నది చాలా తక్కువగా ఉంటది ఈ సమస్యల్లో. సో పైకి చూడటానికి సమస్య ఒకటే ఉండొచ్చు, ఆల్కహాలిక్ ఎడిక్షన్. ఓకే, లేకపోతే ట్రాన్స్జెండర్స్. పైకి చూడటానికి సమస్య ఒకటేలాగా ఉంటది కానీ మనం ఇండివిజువల్ గా ఒక వ్యక్తిగా తీసుకున్నట్లయితే ఆ సమస్య రావడానికి, ఆ సమస్యని సాల్వ్ చేయాలంటే మనం ఇండివిజువల్ గా మనం పనిచేయాలి. సో ఎందుకంటే ఒక మనిషికి చాలా తేడాలు ఉంటాయి. వాళ్ళ ఆలోచన విధానం తేడా ఉంటది. ఒక సమస్య వచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ సమస్యని తీసుకునే విధానం తేడాగా ఉంటది. సో అట్లా ఒకళ్ళకి పోలికగా ఉండదు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ అంటే ఏంటంటే వ్యక్తులతోటి కలిసి పనిచేయటం. వ్యక్తులతోటి ఒక సమస్యలో ఉన్న వ్యక్తిని మనం తీసుకొని ఆ వ్యక్తిని అర్థం చేసుకొని ఆ వ్యక్తికి ఎలాంటి సహాయ సహకారాలు కావాలో అవి చేస్తూ అతన్ని ఎంపవర్మెంట్ చేసేదాన్ని సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ అని చెప్పేసి చెప్తా ఉంటాం. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వన్ మెథడ్. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటి 1-to-1 చేస్తాం ఎక్కువగా. ఈ మెథడ్ లో ఏంటంటే 1-to-1. ఒక కేసు వస్తే అది అప్పుడే అయిపోదు, ఒక్క రోజులోనే ఆ కేసు సాల్వ్ అవ్వదు. ఓకే, సో ఒక అతను ఏదో సో మెనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్, ఒక ట్రాన్స్జెండర్ ఉన్నారు అనుకోండి, సో దే మే హ్యావ్ చాలా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో వెన్ దే హ్యావ్ సో మెనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, సో దట్ టైమ్ సో వీ కెన్ వర్క్ ఇండివిజువల్లీ, వీ కెన్ టేక్ కేస్ వైజ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ డాక్టర్స్ చూడండి, డాక్టర్స్ అందరికి కలిపి ఒకటే ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇవ్వరు. సో ఒక్కొక్కళ్ళకి ఒక్కొక్క ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇస్తారు. సమస్య ఒకటైన ఫీవర్ ఒకటే అనుకోండి, జ్వరం అందరికీ ఫీవరే వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, అందరికీ ఒకటే టాబ్లెట్ రాయడు కదా. సో వాళ్ళకున్న డోస్, వాళ్ళకున్న సివియారిటీని బట్టి, వాళ్ళకున్న ప్రాబ్లమ్ ని బట్టి డోస్ అన్నది ఇస్తా ఉంటారు. అలాగే మనం ఇక్కడ సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ లో కూడా ఈ వ్యక్తులతోటి మనం పనిచేస్తాం. వ్యక్తులకున్న సమస్యని బట్టి, వాళ్ళకున్న ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని బట్టి, వాళ్ళకున్న బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ని బట్టి, వాళ్ళ ఫ్యామిలీ స్ట్రక్చర్ ని బట్టి, సో మనం వాళ్ళకి ఎక్కడ ట్రీట్మెంట్ చేయాలి, ఎలా ట్రీట్మెంట్ చేయాలి, ఎవరితో మాట్లాడితే అతని ప్రాబ్లం సాల్వ్ అవుతుంది, ఎలా చేస్తే తను మళ్ళా మంచి మనిషిగా తయారవుతాడు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం స్టడీ చేసి ఆ వ్యక్తికి సంబంధించి విషయాలన్నీ కూడా స్టడీ చేసి మనం వర్క్ చేసేదాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ లిటిల్ బిట్ అబౌట్ సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్. ఇది అర్థమైందండి. దీంట్లో సో దెర్ ఆర్ మెనీ ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ అండ్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ది ప్రిన్సిపల్స్ అండ్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ లేటర్. తర్వాత నేను చేస్తాను వాటి గురించి. ముందు కాన్సెప్ట్స్ మనం బేసిక్ మెథడ్స్ ఏంటన్నది అర్థమైతే తర్వాత ఒక్కొక్క మెథడ్ గురించి నేను డెప్త్ లో వెళ్తాను. ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్. అర్థమైందా సోషల్ కేస్ వర్క్ అన్నది?
ఎస్ సార్.
రైట్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసరికి మనం we can see the social group work and social group work. ఒక్క నిమిషం నాకు మీరు జస్ట్ గివ్ మీ సమ్ టైం. ఒక్క 2 minutes టైం ఇవ్వండి, మనం కొంతమంది మొబైలైజ్. Is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, sorry for the sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so we are discussing about the methods of social work. So we are discuss. So now we have three people have joined, and Serena Belivis and Dharmendra Gujar and Nag Pinky. So welcome to the social work online classes. Okay, Venkatrao Gar is also joined again. So we have classes up to so five days online classes are there. Okay, so yesterday Dharmendra Gujar joined and left. He spent 30 minutes and after that he left. Okay, so please join up to. So we have class up to 6:30. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about the definition of social work and objectives of social work. Objectives of social work and remaining part we have discussed. So okay, today we started discussion on methods of social work. Methods of social work. So as I said, there are six methods are there: case work, group work, community organization, social action, social welfare administration, and social work research. Okay, so these six methods will be used by the social work professions, used by the social work professions. Okay, so why social work people use these methods? The social work professionals use these methods to provide the help, to help themselves. Yesterday I said the simple definition of social work. What is simple definition? So help the individuals to help themselves. So how social worker help the individuals? So social worker help the individuals by the through these methods, through these six methods. There are six methods are there in social work. Social work with these methods, social workers will help the people who are in the problems. Okay, now we started class and we discussed about the casework. So what is casework? So casework is an art of doing different services for the different people by cooperating with them. So definition ఉందండి social case work. There is a definition for social case work. So what is the definition of social case work? Social case work is an art of doing different things for the different people by cooperating with them to achieve at one and at the same time for the betterment of the society. Okay, I already said in the beginning about social case work. Okay, what I said, social case work working with individuals. So who are the individuals? So the people who are in the problems. Who are in the problems? So those are the individuals. Okay, we can work every. Then I already said. Again, I am repeating. So every person is different. Okay, the problem may be the same. Example I have given: drug addiction, drug addicted people. Okay, so that is the common problem. What is the common problem? Drug addicted people. So, but the background of the drug addicted people and the causes for the drug addiction and their qualities, their characteristics, everything is different. Everything is different. So that social workers apply the social case work to work with the ఇండివిడ్యువల్. సో ఈచ్ కేస్ ని మనం పరిశీలించి ఈచ్ కేస్ తోటి మనం వర్క్ చేస్తాం. సో ఈచ్ కేస్ వీ కెన్ వర్క్ కేస్ బై కేస్. So that is individual to individual. We can work individual to individual. Endukante, so because in every individual is different. So drug addiction problem may be the same, but the individual who is affected is different. So that social casework we can take we apply the social casework method to help the individual person. So that is one of the methods of social casework. So one of the methods of social work. Okay, this social casework method given by Mary Richmond. So Mary Richmond is one of the famous person in social work. So she has written one book, Social Diagnosis, in 1917. So 1917, she has written a book, Social Diagnosis. Through that social diagnosis concept, the social casework has came, and social workers applies the methods of social casework method ని అప్లై చేస్తారు. వెంకట్రావు గారు అర్థమైంది కదండి కేసు వర్క్ గురించి ఆల్రెడీ ఇందాక చెప్పాను. సో మరలా అగైన్
Yes, sir.
and okay, so that is a social case work. Okay, now I am going to, so just today I will give very brief about the methods. Later I will go into the in depth about the each method. Okay, next I am going to discuss about the another astra of social case work is social group work. Another astra is for social work is social group work. Social group work. Okay, social group work, it is another method. Is another method of social work. Another method of social work. That means the social workers use this method to help the individuals to another so help the group of people. So social group work is a method of social work which helps which method which develops the ability to establish a constructive relationship in individuals through group activities. Group experiences are essential to human beings. Okay, so group work means there is a definition given by Murray given by HB Trucker. HB Trucker of he has one definition. So that definition is social group work is a process, and the social group work. So this method also we can use social group work method also use to help the people. So how social group work will be helpful? So we form the people into groups. We form the people into groups. Okay. So we form the groups. We form the groups individuals into groups. Then we can provide the group guidance, group counseling, and group. So like that we can work. Like that we can work. So that is called group work. We can call group work. For example, I will tell you one example. Okay, so when we have worked, I worked in HIV/AIDS sector. So when I worked in HIV/AIDS sector, you know very well. HIV/AIDS is one of the major diseases, and many people died with HIV/AIDS, and it is associated with the discrimination, stigma and discrimination. I worked a few years with in HIV/AIDS field. Okay, so that time what we have done, we applied the group work method. So group work means working with individuals. So group work means working with groups. So that time when we worked in this group in HIV sector, we identified all HIV/AIDS people in a particular slum. Then we informed them. Okay, informed them. So there are some people are there with HIV/AIDS in the same colony. Okay, and same colony, and we informed them. So can we have a meeting with all the people? Can we have a meeting with all the people? Okay, they accepted. They accepted. So in the colony there are 15 HIV/AIDS patients are there. So these 15 AIDS patients we gathered in one one office. Okay, so all 15 people came, and they wish each other, they wish each other and interacted with each other. So they know about themselves, they know about the other people, but they don't know they have HIV/AIDS. So anyhow, first they burn out, they cried, and later on what happened, we conducted meetings every month later, and we provided so much of capacity building, how they have to live with HIV/AIDS, what type of medicine they have to take, what type of psychological problems they face. So this type of guidance we provided to the AIDS patients. So every month they comes to the office, and sometimes every 15 days they comes to the office, and they will sit and they discuss about the problems related to that HIV/AIDS. So what happened after 2 years? They got so much of knowledge. They got so much of knowledge from social workers. So that is one point. And second point, so they have the we feeling has came. We feeling has came among all the AIDS patients. Okay, so you have AIDS, I have AIDS. So that all we are friends. All we are friends. And we can interact each other, because all people living in one particular colony only. So here what developed, we feeling developed among the group people. And third point, first they got capacity building from the social workers. Second point, they got we feeling while interacting with the other AIDS patient. And third point, the support services has increased. So one family, one AIDS family is supporting to other AIDS family, and other AIDS patient. So if there is no rice for that day, so they will go and take from the other AIDS person. So like that, we feeling has increased among those AIDS patients. And they discussed about their health problems, so what health problems they are facing, and so when that health problems come, how they have get the treatment, so what medicine they used, what type of food they are taking. So much of discussion has been done between those AIDS patients. So as a social worker, what I have done, so I identified the AIDS patients, and I formed a group, and I given the group awareness, group sensitization I have done. What happened? So all people, so they sensitize, they get we feeling, and they have the interaction. So previously they feel very much stigmatization. They may not come out from their homes because of the how other people thinks. Now there are 20 people are there. 20 people are coming out, and if anybody committed to them, other people are coming and supporting this AIDS patient. So this type of work is called group work. This type of work is called group work. Social workers forms these groups and strengthen them. So not only HIV/AIDS, in any sector you can take. We may be form groups for the cancer patients. We may be form groups for the transgenders. We may be form the groups for the aged people, and we may be formed the groups for the women for the self-help groups. So like that, we can form the group and we can work with the groups. So this type of work is called group work. This type of method is called group work. So can anyone have any doubt regarding this? So there are some principles and there are some skills for working with groups. So those areas I will cover. So just now I am giving brief about the method of social work. I explained about the case work and I explained about the group work. So till now, do you have any doubt regarding this methods of these two methods? వెంకట్రావు గారు అర్థమైందండి ఇది గ్రూప్ వర్క్ అంటే ఎలా చేస్తాం మనం అన్నది.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this Serena is also here, and Dharmandra and Pinky. So if you have any doubt, please unmute yourself and also ask me, no problem. Okay, so that is the method of social work. Group work is also another method of social work. Now I am going to the third method of social work, that is a community organization. community organization. So Murreji Ras has given a definition of community organization. Okay, social work intervention at community level is termed as community organization. Community organization organizes its resources to solve the basic needs of the community with the participation of people. Okay, so here okay, I will explain. I will explain you about the community organization. So community organization, it is another method of social work. Okay, social workers use the community organization to help to work with the communities. Okay, case work we can work with the individuals in case work. Group work we can work with the groups, and community organization we organize the communities. We organize the communities. Okay, so according to Murreji Ras, social workers works with the community, and social workers mobilize the community. What is community? So community is a geographical area, a particular area. So different type of individuals, different groups of people living in one particular place. For example, we may be call it a village, or otherwise we may be call it as we may be call a colony is a community, a village is a community, or a particular place is a community. So this is community. So in community, individuals lives some individuals and groups will live together. Will live together. So there is a definition of community. Oh, what is the definition of community? So community ante entandi? What is community? Okay. So community is a geographical area. Community is a geographical area. That means one boundary is there for community. One boundary is there for community. So community is a geographical area. So where different types of individuals and groups living together and share their common values, traditions, cultures, and having the strong network of relationship for their emotional security. So that is called community. Community is a geographical area. ఒకవేళ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ ఒక విలేజ్ ని మీరు తీసుకున్నారనుకోండి, సో ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ టేక్ వన్ విలేజ్, so there is boundaries for that village. There is a boundaries for that village. Definitely boundaries ఉంటాయా ఉండవండి? So is there boundaries are there or not for a village?
Yes, sir. Untai.
Yes, boundaries ఉంటాయి. So different individuals will live in the particular geographical area. Different groups people ఉంటారు. Different caste people will live there. Okay, so they share their common values and traditions. So when we can take a village, so this village have some values. Okay, the people living in that village should have to follow the values. Okay, they share their common values, traditions, cultures, and having strong network of relationship for their emotional security. For example, Pinky unnarankondi. So if for example Pinky is there, so if Pinky goes to her village or her colony, so she is the relative for all the people in that colony. So nobody call her Pinky. Okay, so some people call sister, some people call sister-in-law, some people call so different relationship, sister-in-law, mother, so something, daughter-in-law or something, different relationships are there. So that relationship is for emotional security. Okay, so if anybody comment Pinky from the other village, so all these village people will come to protect our Pinky. Or if any other family comment Pinky, so these family members and her relatives will protect her. Okay, other village, so all village people become gather together. Okay, so I may not diverting, just I am explaining about the community. Okay, so community is a geographical area. So one boundaries are there. So in that particular boundaries, different type of individuals live together. Okay, so they have traditions. They share their traditions. They share their values. They share their cultures. And having strong network of relationships. So everybody is a relative for the other people. Particularly if we can take rural and tribal areas. Urban it is little bit different. Okay, so this is about definition. This is about community. What is community organization? Community organization is one of the methods of social work. One of the methods of social work. Here, the social workers organize the community. What is organizing means facilitating or motivating or educating, organizing the people. So why we organize the people, why we organize the communities, so we organize the communities to identify the needs of the community, to identify the needs of the community, to identify the resources available for that community. And okay, so here the definition of community organization is telling that so social workers and facilitate the community members to identify their needs and identify the available resources. So thereby they have to work together and get the resources and solve the problems of the community. Okay, so for this entire process, social workers mobilize the community people, motivate the community people. So motivate the community people and mobilize the community people to work for their community, to work for their community. So this is called community community organization. Okay, so here I will tell one example. So in our village, so we mobilize the youth, so we do not have a library. Okay, we do not have a library. So that so we mobilized the youth of my community. So mobilized the youth of my community. So all the youth so gathered together and went to all the employees, collected money, and cleaned the available community hall, and and mobilized the people, and library was started. So here social worker duty is mobilizing the community people. So explaining the what are the requirements for that community. So and involve them, tell them about the resources, and solve the community problems by themselves. So this is called community organization. So are you getting my point? Pinky Venkatrao and Serena Narendra Singh recently joined. Okay, are you getting my point? What is community organization?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we can mobilize the community people are there. So community people, some top to bottom is there. Top means the sarpanch may be a top person, the politician of the community. So we can involve all the people. Okay, we have a gathering. We can gather all the people. So so there is no facilities. So I don't know. I will tell about one movie, Srimantudu, Mahesh Babu movie. I don't know how many you have seen. So if we can see that movie, we can easily understand the community organization. Okay, so in that particular village there is no water facility. So what Mahesh Babu done? So he encouraged all the people of that particular village. All the people came with some material, and drill the a place, a tank of that particular village. What happened after at the time of what happened? So after raining, so the village got the water facility. So what he has done here?
Sir, your voice is not, sir.
Excuse me, sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Sir, మీ వాయిస్ వినబడట్లేదు సార్. Excuse me, sir, your voice is not available, sir.
Okay, small technical problem has came, no problem. Okay, so what we can understand about community organization? So community organization is a process. Here the social workers organize the community, and the community people identify their needs, identify their problems, their identify the available resources. Thereby they work together to fulfill their needs, to solve their problems. And so during this process, the coordination and cooperation will come among the community people. The social workers are the uh, facilitators, and we solve the problems which come among during the community organization. So this is the third method of social work community organization. Okay, so now I explained about three methods of social work. One is social case work, another one is social group work, and third one is community organization. Social case work, we work with individuals who have the problems. So we speak with individually, we educate them, and we can guide them to solve their problems by themselves. So that is a social case work. And social group work. We identify the individuals who have the same problems. We form them as a groups, and we can provide the training, you can provide the counseling, you can educate them. We can provide the capacity building to the groups, so that after few days, so they may get the capacity building and they may get the will feeling among the groups. So that is the second method of social work. And third one is community organization. In community organization, here we work with the communities. Okay, so in second one, we can provide in group work. We can educate the groups, and by end of our program, so they will help themselves. They will help themselves. And in coming to the third one, community organization. So community people identify their needs, identify their problems, identify available resources, and they work together and they solve their needs, so they solve their problems. So during that time, coordination, cooperation will come between those people. Okay, social workers are the facilitators. Okay, these are the three important and direct methods of social work. So which any other subject do not have this type of methods. Okay, so can anyone have any doubt regarding these three methods: casework, group work, community organization? So if anyone have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, today I'm most of the time I'm speaking in English because some people has came who don't know Telugu, so that I am speaking in English. Okay, if anyone have any doubt, please ask me regarding these three methods of social work.
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. So now I will go to the another method of social work, that is social action. Social action is another important method of social work. So here, Mary Hunt was the first social worker and writer who coined the word social action in 1922. Okay, social action is a secondary method of social work. It finds solutions for mass social issues through propaganda, public opinion, and collective support. The solution to mass issues are found by legal means and non-violent. The mass issues like dowry, environmental issues, gender issues, etc., are addressed through this method. Okay, so social action means samajika charya. Okay, that means so sometimes this is the indirect method. Social action is the secondary method or indirect method. So this method will done by some social scientists. So not only social workers, some social scientists also will done this method. Most of the time, social action means mass attack on mass problems. Mass attack on mass problems. That means so when there is a when there is a requirement of policy change, so when there is a requirement of changes in the system of government, so that time the social workers educate the people to do the protest or to do the dharnas or to do the movements, to do the movements. So okay, this process is called social action. This process called social action. Okay, so if the thing social workers has to be a lot. So social workers do lobbying to get the support services to the poor people. But it is not. But the people is the policy makers or the government officials are not listening the voices of the social workers. So that time we can mobilize the individual do the protest to do the protest against the government officials or policy makers to bring the change in the policies the policies. So that is social action. That is called social action. Okay, so I will give one example which involved in that activity. Okay, so I did job in HIV/AIDS sector in Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. So that time I worked with AIDS patients nearly in my colony. So when I worked in a particular colony, there are 70 people are there. There are 70 people are there in that particular colony. Okay, government has given Antyodaya ration cards for the poor people. All these eight poor people, Antyodaya ration card. So I am giving small example about social action which I involved. Okay, HIV/AIDS people, 78 people are there. So government announced so AIDS patients are also eligible for Antyodaya ration cards. Antyodaya ration card means they will give 35 kilos rice per month, and each kilo is 1 rupee. So that means if the AIDS patient spent 35 rupees, they will get 35 kilos of rice. So the entire family will have the food. Okay, so government has announced AIDS patients are eligible to get the Antyodaya ration. But so as I am a coordinator and myself and other people, we have walked into the civil supply, district level civil supply so many times. So I was along with my staff and I requested them to sanction the Antyodaya ration cards. So Arun Kumari garu మీరు మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టండి. కుమారి గారు, సో మీరు మైక్ ని మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టండి. I will check. I have power. No, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Andy. Okay, so so we are discussing about the activity of social action. Okay, so government announced Antyodaya ration cards. Okay, so these people are eligible, but the middle people, the civil supply ration people are not sanctioning. So myself and my team visited so many times, requested them, but they are not listened to my voice. So that time I said the same. So I said the same to the AIDS patients. So you are eligible, you may get the 35 kgs of rice. Okay, so I educated them. So some leaders are there. Okay, I educated them. So the AIDS patients, all they have gathered, and one day they went and done the 2 days they have done the dharna in front of the civil supply ration officer. What happened after few days? So that time the district level officer has came and given the promise to the AIDS patients. Don't worry, I will send the people and they will come and write your names for the Antyodaya ration cards. Okay, so what happened after 3 4 days? The employees came back to the houses of the AIDS patients, and they have written their names and sanctioned the Antyodaya ration cards to them. So this type of movements are called social action. Okay, social workers, when the problems are not solved by social workers, and this is also one of the methods of social work. So we have to educate the people. So when the things, when the policy makers are not thinking in the correct way, or when the policies are disturbing the welfare and rights of the people. So that time we may educate the people to do the movements, to do the social action. So which brings the change, which brings the welfare to the needy people. So that day we have done that activity so that nearly 70 families got food every month. Every month they got 35 kilos rice. So this type of activities, so many social workers have done so many movements. If you can take Arundhati Rai, I think Narmada Bachao movement. So she completed MSW from Tata Institute, and she directly involved in Narmada Bachao Andolana movement. Okay, so some other people have done so many social action movements. Okay, so this type of movements are called social action. So if we can go to the social reform movements time. Okay, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, okay, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi. So all these people have done so many movements to bring the change in the policy makers, to bring the change in the policies. Okay, organizing this type of activities is also is called social action. Social action. So when we have to provide the service to the community, when we have to provide the service to the individuals, that time we can organize the people to do this type of activities. So that is another that we can call the social action. That we call the social action. Hope you understood this method. So can anyone have any doubt regarding social action? Please inform me. Okay, do you understood social action? Did you understand social action?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, that is one method. So if we can go in depth, there are so many principles are there, models are there. So that I will explain later classes. Okay. So next one, social welfare administration. Social welfare administration is another method of social work. Social welfare administration is another important method of social work. Okay, here. Okay, social welfare administration transforms social policy into social action. Okay, so transform social policy into social action. Social welfare administration refers to those activities which are for the systematic
Excuse me, sir. Your voice is not available, sir.
వాయిస్ స్లోగా వస్తుందండి. సో వెంకట్రావు గారు, సో వాయిస్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా?
అవును సార్, మీ వాయిస్ అసలు అర్థం కావట్లేదు సార్. ఆడియో కరెక్ట్ రావట్లేదు, బెక్కి వస్తుంది.
సో కొంచెం చిన్న టెక్నికల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, బట్ నేను స్లోగా మాట్లాడతానండి. ఓకే సార్, ఓకే రైట్. సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ అండి. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్. సో ఓకే, సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ It is another important method of social work. Another important method of social work. So here what we do, we can learn how to implement the policies, how to implement the social policies into programs. Social policies into programs, so that is called social welfare administration. Social welfare administration refers to transform social policy into action. Okay, so in social welfare administration, we learn post-carb, post-carb, P-O-S-D-C-O-R-B, P-O-S-D-C-O-R-B. Okay, what is POSD? This was given by Professor Gallik. Professor Gallik has given the method of post-carb, post-carb. This post-carb means so in social welfare administration, social workers apply planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. Okay, social welfare administration. Who will do social welfare administration? Okay, some welfare programs are there. Welfare programs are there. So when social workers are there in the welfare programs, for example, our government is implementing so many welfare programs for the poor people and the needy people. Okay, so when they are implementing, when they are so here, social worker knows, social worker learns how welfare program. So okay, so there are so many steps are there for implementing the welfare programs. Welfare programs. So here welfare programs and so what is welfare program? So for example, there is a program Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. This is one of the welfare program or one of the important programs, or otherwise now we previously we have Jagananna YSR pension kanuka, or now the name was changed as NTR Bharosa pension scheme in Andhra Pradesh, okay, so for implementation of these programs, so there are so many steps are there. So we need planning, we need budget, we need staff, we need, so how we can implement these social welfare programs? Okay, for implementation of the social welfare programs, so needs so much of planning, so much of budgeting, staffing, coordination, so everything is required. Okay, social workers learn about this planning, about budgeting, staffing, reporting, coordinating. So to implement the social welfare programs, to implement the social welfare programs. So this is called social welfare administration. Here some social workers who have completed their MSW. So they start their own organization.
సార్ మీ వాయిస్ క్లియర్ గా రావట్లేదు సార్.
Give me 1 minute time. I think net balance అయిపోయి ఉండొచ్చు. ఓకే, నెట్ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ రీఛార్జ్ చేస్తాను. ప్లీజ్ వెయిట్ ఎ మినిట్. ప్లీజ్ వెయిట్ ఏ మినిట్ అండి. సో some ఓకే, హోప్ ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం నెట్గా యాడ్ చేశాను, ఒకవేళ రావడానికి ఆస్కారం ఉంది. ఎనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ దేర్, ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం పర్వాలేదమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
రైట్ రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఉన్న సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్. Social welfare administration is another method of social work. Okay, social welfare administration law. So in social welfare administration, we learn about how to do the planning, how to organize the programs, how to staffing. So welfare implementing the welfare program is not a easy task. So okay, so we need all these planning, organizing, staffing, reporting, coordination, budgeting. So all these are important aspects for implementation of implementation of a welfare program. Okay, there are so many welfare programs are there in our country. Okay, for example, if you can take Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Scheme, chala pedda, it's a very big scheme. And there is another welfare schemes are there, Arogyasri, or otherwise NTR Bharosa, or otherwise Anna canteens, or otherwise Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. So many programs and women welfare programs are there, child welfare programs are there, youth development programs are there, different welfare programs are there. So all these programs are associated with this post carb planning, organizing. So post carb, this one given by Gallic, Professor Gallic, given by post carb. That means planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, reporting, and budgeting. So all these are the important factors for implementation of the program. So after completion of your MSW, for example, if you got a job in a government organization or private organization. So all these are very important for your MSW. So definitely you become a coordinator for the welfare program. Coordinator means definitely you have 10 staff members. So you have to coordinate the 10 staff members. So you have to write the report. You have to plan the activities of that okay, you have to work on the budget. So all these are very administration, and we implement in that program. So that is social welfare administration. Okay, the next one is social work research. Social work research. Okay, so it is another method of social work. The last method of social work is social work research. Okay, what is social work research? What is a social work research? Social work is so just we can see what they have given here. Okay, social work research. Social work research is a systematic and a scientific inquiry of social phenomena or social problem. This will help to find out the real problem and formulation specific intervention and strategies. Okay, so I will come to my point. The social work research. Social work research is another one of the methods of social work. Social work research is one of the methods of social work. So what is research and so what is research? Can anybody tell me what is research? Please unmute your mic and tell me what is research. What is research?
సార్ వన్ టాపిక్ సార్ రీసెర్చ్ చేయడం సార్ రీసెర్చ్.
Okay, so we can take one and do research.
వన్
Okay. So what is research?
సరే ఏదైనా ఒక మనం రీసెర్చ్ చేయడం చేస్తే ఒక రీసెర్చ్ చేయడం సార్ ఒక టాపిక్ మీద.
Okay, we can take one topic and we can do research. So research is a investigation. Research is a systematic
సార్
investigation. Ah,
ఒక విషయాన్ని తెలుసుకోవడం మీద దాని పూర్తిగా విషయాన్ని తెలుసుకోవడం కూడా ఉంటుంది సార్ రీసెర్చ్.
ఒక విషయాన్ని పూర్తిగా తెలుసుకోవడం, ఒక విషయాన్ని పూర్తిగా తెలుసు పూర్తిగా తెలుసుకోవడాన్ని రీసెర్చ్ అని అంటున్నాం. ఓకే, ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ, ఐ మే నాట్ టేక్ మోర్ టైమ్ ఆన్ ది రీసెర్చ్, సో ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ, రీసెర్చ్ ఈజ్ ఏ సిస్టమాటిక్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్. రీసెర్చ్ ఈజ్ ఏ సిస్టమాటిక్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్. ఎందుకు, వై సిస్టమాటిక్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్? టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ సంథింగ్ న్యూ, టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ సంథింగ్ న్యూ, ఆర్ టు అప్డేట్ ది knowledge, to update the knowledge. So that is called research. So research is a systematic investigation. Systematic investigation, not a small thing, not a small thing. So there is a system, there is a procedure for conducting research. So with the procedure, we can conduct the research. We can conduct the research, and by end of the day, what will come after completion of research? What will come? So the result will come. So finding something new which is not available in the previous days only. So research outcome of research is knowledge. So ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజుల్లో nowadays, so if we are like this because of research, so many people have done so much of research, so much of research. So because of their research, we are working like this. We are in the present condition. So updating the knowledge. So they will do research and they update the knowledge. They do research and update the products. And then they do research and bring the new products for our for our life. So this is called research. Research is a systematic investigation or inquiry to identify the to find out something new and find out or update the knowledge system. So that is called research. Okay, here social workers are also use research method. Research, social work research is another method of social work. Okay, so why social work research is used by the social workers? Social workers use social work research because there are so many problems are there. So many problems are there in the society which we are facing from so many years. Okay, so but the social problems changing its shapes. Okay, for example, you can take dowry system. Dowry system. Okay, dowry system in the 1924 is different. Okay, 1950 lo 1950 what they will give under dowry, so they have given some wages or something. But in 2024 the dowry system is different. How we can know the dowry system is different in 2024? If you can conduct the research, what type of dowry systems are family system in previous years, the family system in previous years, 1950 or 2000, the family system is different. We have joint family and we have relationship with other people. We have relatives comes regularly to our homes. So that is the system previous days. So what is the family system in present days? So what is the family system in the present day? So the family system in the present days is different, very different if compared with the other people. Only now we have only, and the previous there is so much of difference between the previous relationships and present relationships. So how we can identify this type of changes? So okay, so because of the research, if we can run the systematic research, systematic investigation, we can find out the something new, or we update the knowledge. So in the pre so if you can think, the families are like previous 1950s, we can, if you can think, the families have 1950 type relationships. So that is the very big mistake for us. So that the social workers will do research on the social problems, and update their knowledge, and based on the updation of their knowledge, they will yeah, they will initiate the interventions, they will initiate the programs, they will initiate the programs, so that the research is also one of the methods of social work, one of the methods of social work. Okay, so previously we do not have the system of diverse. Okay, so the village elders will sit, and they will do they solve the problem. Now we have the system of diverse. Okay, so we have to update the knowledge. So how the dowry system is happening, and what is the how the people are doing, how the children are doing affected by dowry. So like this, we have to do research on so many social problems. So many social problems are there in our society. So women related problems, child related problems, aged people related problems. On all these problems, we can do research and we update the knowledge. Based on the knowledge, we can introduce the welfare programs. We introduce the welfare programs to the people. So that is the purpose of social work research. Okay, so now today we have briefly discussed about the methods of social work. Okay, social work has six methods. So these are the pillars of social work. When so social work profession is a helping profession. We help the individuals, we help the people who needs help, who required help. Okay, when we are helping the people, we use these social work methods. What are the methods of social work? పింకీ ఒకసారి చదవమ్మా, ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయి మెథడ్స్ ఒకసారి చదవండి. So what are the methods of social work? Okay, now you can read. Anyone please read the methods of social work.
Case, case work, group work, administrative organization is direct method, sir.
Yes.
Social action, social welfare administration, social work research is indirect method, sir.
Methods of social work. Okay, these are the six methods of social work which we have discussed. So social work means working with individuals, group work means working with groups, community organization means working with communities, social welfare administration, implementation of the welfare programs, social action means mobilize the people, motivate the people to do the action, social action, not only against to the governments. We also mobilize the people for their work. So that is social action and social worker research. So I explained a lot about all these methods. Okay, so now we can go to the another topic. So can anyone have any doubt regarding these methods? These five methods, these six methods. So can anyone have any doubt?
Sir, research ఒకసారి చెప్పండి సార్ research.
So now we can go to the another
The
that is history of social work. History of social work in UK. History of social work. Historical development of social work profession in UK. Okay, so up to now we have discussed about social work definition and social work methods. So now we are going back to 400 year back. So in movies they will show, they will in movies they will show you. So one ring like this comes like this. Then we can go back to the previous flashback. We can go back to the flashback. Now we are going to flashback how social work started. first social work profession is started in UK. So it is the flashback time. Then we are going back to the we are going back to 400 years back. 400 years back. So historical development of social work profession in UK. Okay, so going to the 400 years back. So I explained yesterday a little bit about so first law of social welfare, first law of social welfare. So nearly 400 years back, so that time Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, 43. Okay, so okay, dear students, we have the classes up to 6:30. So I will continue up to 6:30. Okay, please be line. So please wait up to 6:30. Okay, so that is just a reminder for you. Okay, so now we came back to the 400 years back. Okay, 400 years back, 1600. So it is now we are in 1600. So in 1601, Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth 43. Okay, so that is a 43. Our number is Elizabeth 1, Elizabeth 2, Elizabeth 43. Okay, Elizabeth 43 has introduced one law, that is the Elizabeth Poor Law of 1601. Okay, Elizabeth Poor Law. So because there are so many poor people are there in London, and so that time she has, and there is no system. There is no system for doing the welfare programs for the people. Okay, so people are going to the churches, and churches are providing the services to the people that time in the 1600. But that is in not systematic way. So that this Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth 43 has brought a law in 1601, that is called the Elizabeth Poor Law. Okay, so here, so she has conducted so much of survey in all over England, and she has divided the people into the law. This law, through this law, people divided into three categories. People divided into three categories. One is the important poor, and second one is the able-bodied poor, and third one is the ideal poor. So these are the three types. The people has been divided in England to do the welfare programs in 1601. Okay, so the law divided the people into four groups. Okay, first one is the important poor. Or who are the important poor? Important poor means individuals unable to work due to age, illness, or disability. Disability. So some people in 1600 time, some aged people or illness people or disabled people are not in a position to do the work, and so that time the financial support and almshouses will be provided by the government. Government has taken the responsibility of these people. So that is one thing, important poor. And the second one is the able-bodied poor. Second one is the able-bodied poor. Okay, able-bodied poor means the individuals capable of working but unemployed. The able-bodied poor means they are healthy people. They are healthy people and they are able to work. They are able to work, but they are not getting the employment. They are not getting the employment. So that that time, government initiated workhouse concept and provided the employment. Government decided to provide the employment to the unemployed, so that they will run their lives. So like that the law has brought. And third one is ideal poor, the ideal poor. Okay, ideal poor means the demand unwilling to work. Okay, so they are the ideal poor means they are healthy people and they are able to work but not working, or they are simply sitting and eating, okay, in their homes, or they are doing begging, or simply begging in front of the churches. So these type of people, they are able to work but they are not working, not working. So this type of people are called the ideal poor. Ideal poor. So this so government is interested to provide the work, but they are not working. But they are not going for the work. Okay, this type of people has sent to the houses of correction. So they sent to the jails. They sent to the jails. So in jails, they will provide some work. They provide some counseling, and after that, they will come back to the society and they will work. Okay, and fourth type of category is dependent children. Okay, for dependent children, government will take care about this dependent children and they establish the orphan homes for these type of children. Okay, this law is established to help the poor for the next 300 years. So it is very big law and very important law. So which is initiated in 1601 for nearly 413. For plan of implementation plan is for 300 years. So what they have done here? They divided they conducted a survey. They divided the people based on their group. The government has provided the welfare services to the people. So this is the concept of Elizabeth Poor law. Are you getting my point? Do you understand? So now we are discussing about the history of the social work in UK. Okay, how the social work developed in UK we are discussing. Okay, 1600 in 1600 that government how for implementation of the welfare programs they brought the a law. They brought a Elizabeth Poor law. Okay, in 1601 based on that law they have done the services to the poor people. Okay, are you getting my point? What I am explaining? Say yes or no, anyone please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Next, I am going to another slide. Okay, so discussing about the Purla Amendment Act. So in 18, so first act came in 1600, 1601. After that, 1834. In 1834, this law was amended. Which law? Elizabeth Poor law. That means 1600, 1700, and 1834. After 234. So that means that law acted up to 234 years for organizing the welfare program. So that time the law acted because so much of economical pressure is there on government, so that they amended the act. They amended the act and they removed some of the services to some of the people through that law. So that is one of the Poor Law Amendment Act which happened in UK. Okay, next coming to Charity Organization Society. Charity Organization Society established in 1869. It is one of the important point. Charity Organization Society, 1869. That means how many years back we are now? So nearly 200 years back. Charity Organization Society, so one organization established in UK. Okay, it is very big organization. Why they are organized? Why this organization started? So to coordinate the charity services. To coordinate the charity services. Okay, so everybody is providing charity to the people, but the people who got charity they are only taking, so there is no coordination mechanism. So in the charity services in UK, so that time so there are two people are there, Octavia Hill and Samuel Augustus Burnett. Octavia Hill and Samuel Augustus Burnett. So these two people, just a minute, take a screenshot. Okay, these two people has These two people has started. What is the organization name? Please tell me. What is the organization name? Tell me, please. What is the organization name? What organization they started? Okay, so the organization name is Charity Organization Society. Charity Organization Society, they started. So it is a London-based organization. They started in 1869. What is the purpose of this organization? The purpose of this organization is coordination of the charity services. Coordination of the charity services. This organization started. Who started this organization? Two people started this organization. So who are them? One is Octavia Hill and second one is Samuel Augustus Barnett. These two people has started this organization. Octavia Hill, she is one of the important persons in UK social work profession because she is associated with the friendly rent collecting concept. Friendly rent collecting. So she constructed houses for the poor people, the homeless people, and the homeless people stay in that homes. She collects some rent and spend that rent for them for their development only, for the development of the homeless population only. So like that, she has done her services so much of time. The constructed houses, giving rent, and develop and organized so many works, capacity building programs for the people of the people who are living in the rented houses. So that is one of the that time she has done that services. When nearly 200 years back, we are discussing about the concept of 200 years back. So that time she has an idea, so friendly rent collecting concept she brought. Next one, Samuel Augustus Burnett. Samuel Augustus Burnett and his wife Henrietta Octavia Ronald. So Ronald Burnett. So these two people are important people. Is this Samuel Augustus Burnett has started Tony B. Hall. Tony B. Hall. Okay, Tony B. Hall. This is one.
ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ సార్.
Yes.
సార్ మేము ఇజ్రాయల్ ఇంపేర్ సార్, అంటే మాకు కనబడదు సార్. మీరు ఒకసారి నేమ్స్ 1 or 2 times చెప్తే మేము అది విని ఫీడ్ చేసుకుంటాం సార్.
ఏదండి?
అంటే మీరు నేమ్స్ గట్టి చెప్తారు కదా సార్, అది ఒక 2 times చెప్పండి సార్. అంటే మాకు కనబడదు, స్క్రీన్ మీద మాకు ఏం కనబడదు సార్, మేము బ్లైండ్, అందుకోసమే సార్. ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే అండి. ఓకే. Okay. So now, so what I said, some important points. Anyhow, I will give this PPT. Now I am telling about Charity Organization Society and Charity Organization Society. Okay, we can call COS and COS. 1869 lo start చేశారు. So this was started in 1869. Who started this one? Who started this organization? This organization is started by Octavia Hill. Octavia Hill. Octavia Hill and another person Samuel Augustus. Samuel Samuel and Augustus 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 Burnett, Barnett. Samuel Augustus Burnett. So these two people started Charity Organization Society. Why they started Charity Organization Society in London? Because so all people are giving charity, all churches are giving charity. So there is no coordination mechanism. So that for coordinating the welfare services, charity activities, they started Charity Organization Society. Okay, so Octavia, he is very familiar with the friendly rent collecting system, and Samuel Augustus Burnett is established Tony B. Hall. Tony B. Hall, the first settlement house in London, established in 1844. Tony B. Hall, that is also very important. Tony B. Tonybe. Tony B. Hall. Okay, Tony B. Hall antaru, Tony B. Hall antaru. So Tony B. Hall established by Samuel Augustus Barnett. What is this Tony B. Hall? It is a very they will take very big building and they will provide food to the poor people. It's like orphan home or it's like not only orphan home. So many people sit together. So many people live there and the Tony B Hall, the management of Tony B Hall provide the food, provide the capacity building, gives the vocational training. So all activities will be provided, employment training, everything will be provided. So 1844, nearly 200 years back, the Samuel Augustus Barnett has started Tony B Hall, which is one of the first settlement house in UK. Okay, so I am little bit late, so I will go little bit fast. Uh, okay, Tony B Hall has started. Octavia Hill is okay. I explained about Octavia Hill and I explained about settlement house movement also. What is the name of settlement house అండి? నేనే హౌస్ చెప్పాను సెటిల్మెంట్ హౌస్ మూమెంట్ లో I said one hall name. So what is that? That is
Coffee.
the hall. What is that? So that is Tony B. Hall. That is started 200 years back in 1844. 1844. So this Tony B. Hall has started by Samuel Augustus Barnett. So in UK. So after that, so many people has started. After that, so many people because they came and saw the Tony B. Hall and they started so many Tony B, so many halls, so many settlement halls. That means the poor people will come, they will get time and they will get education and they will get employment and they will go out and they will live their lives. So like that, the settlement house movement has came in UK. So that is another type of that is another activity of social work in UK. Next, the settlement house movement I already discussed in 1884. 1884, I think not 44. 1884, Tony B. Hall has established by Samuel August Barnett and his wife. So that is one concept. Next, the Poor Law revision. The Poor Law revision I already explained about the Poor Law revision. So that is the 19th century. Some major revisions has brought in. So Elizabeth Purla, when it came, Elizabeth Purla came. So Elizabeth Purla in 19 in Elizabeth Purla ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది? So
1844.
when Elizabeth Purla came, Elizabeth Purla. So Queen Elizabeth 43 has started in UK one law. So with that law, the people have been divided. The people divided into three groups for implementing the welfare programs. So when it came 1601, the Elizabeth Poor Law came because so that law has that law implemented nearly 234 years. Then it was modified in 1834. Okay, so here, so because of the so much of burden on the government, so they have removed some services for the poor people. So the 19th century saw major revisions to the poor law system, most notably the Poor Law Amendment Act of 1834. The Elizabeth Poor Law has been amended. Okay, this period was marked by a shift toward a more punitive and deterrent approach to poor relief, influenced by the economic and social changes of the revolutions. So much of industrial revolutions has came during these 300 years, these 234 years, so that government changed its policies. Government changed its policies, and the newly applied social work system has came in UK. So here they have given the sheep land system introduced in 1795. So widespread power for reducing the widespread poverty, and some reforms has brought for to the this law, Elizabeth Poor law. Okay, so next, when we are discussing about the history of social work in United Kingdom, so we have to know about the YMCA. YMCA. So is anybody heard about that name YMCA? ఎవరైనా YMCA గురించి విన్నారా? YMCA.
Yes, it's a Young Men's Christian Association.
Yes. So that is what Madam said is correct. That Young Men's Christian Association, Young Men's Christian Association. When we are discussing about the social work profession in UK, we have to know about the YMCA. So the Young Men's Christian Association movement in London began in June 6th, 1844. So that means nearly 200 years back. 200 years back, this YMCA has started. YMCA, it is one of the biggest international organization which providing the services to the youth and many people. So this also promoted social work profession in UK. Okay, so this was established by George Williams. George Williams and 11 friends of him. Okay, at the 22 years old, George Williams has started YMCA. So we have a YMCA in Visakhapatnam also. If you can go to the beach road, so there is a YMCA. So my social work students also placed them. So there is a street children home for them. So street children home for them, and our social work students will work in the YMCA. Okay, so it was established nearly 200 years back by George Williams. So YMCA initiated by George Williams. Okay, YMCA was created to provide safe space for young men to escape from the dangerous and unhealthy conditions of Victorian London. So in London, when it was started, so many social welfare programs, so many campaignings, so many youth welfare programs, youth development programs has conducted by the YMCA, so that there is a more contribution of YMCA for development of the social work profession in UK, so that we are remembering YMCA when we are discussing about the historical development of social work in UK. Okay, so next organization is YWCA. YWCA. So is anyone heard about YWCA? YWCA.
Yeah, Young Women's Christian Association.
Yes. YWCA is a Young Women's Christian Association. Young Women's Christian Association. So this association is started in London. This was established in London by the two women. Okay, so first two women has started this organization. Okay, so basically two women started their own organizations. Okay, one woman, Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts has started her own organization. Then next, so another woman started another organization, but both their aims are same. So Christian Association was established 1855 when two groups met to aid women. One group formed a prayer union to pray for women, and other founded Christian homes for young women. The two groups merged in 1877 and took the name Young Women's Christian Association. So, Young Women's Christian Association is established in 1877. In 1855, M.R. Roberts established one organization, and Florence Nightingale. Uh, so she has started another organization. So with Mr. Roberts, both have together. They implemented the YMCA, YWCA, Young Women's Christian Association. So it spreads all over the world. It spreads all over the world. I will tell you another finding. So YWCA established second school of social work in India. So in yesterday class I said, so first school of social work where, so what is the first school of social work in India? What is the first school of social work in India? I said yesterday.
Sir, granted school of social work.
Yeah, Canada Institute of Social Sciences is the first institute of social work in India, and the second school of social work is Delhi School of Social Work. Second, Delhi School of that was established by Young Women's Christian Association. The Delhi School of Social Work, yeah, School of Social Work is established by Young Women's Christian Association. You can understand how this Young Women's Association reached all the countries with their services. So their motto, Young Men's Christian Association, Young Women's Christian Association, both the aim is promote helping the people by promotion of the Christianity. So they educate the people and they preach the Christianity also. Like that, they contributed a lot about the social work profession. Okay, coming to the so the beverage report of social work. The beverage report of social work. It is another milestone in the discussion of the social work history of social work history in UK. Okay, the beverage report. The publication of beverage report in 1942 was a turning point in the history of social work and welfare in UK. So authored Sir William Beveridge. So Sir William Beveridge has written a report, a report on how social work activities has implemented in the UK. Okay, so so after 1942 till now we are following the UK people, the UK social work professionals are following the Beveridge reports, the points of the Beveridge reports. Okay, so William Beveridge, the report identified five gained evils in society: want, disease, ignorance, squalor, and idealness. These are the things which we have to remove from the people. The Beveridge report is reported these points. Beveridge proposed a comprehensive system of social insurance funded by the state to provide protection from the cradle to grave. So Beveridge has initiated insurance program for the poor people. So health insurance and all services will be provided by the government in UK. So that is another step of the social work practicing step of the social work profession in UK. Okay, so some key points as mentioned here: universal social insurance, national health service, family allowances. So after 1942, these services has came to the UK people. So these social welfare activities has came to the UK people. And last point I will tell you, the first social work department in the UK was established in 1938, led by Francis J. Will McAvey. So he's started the first school of social work in UK. Okay, so if you can compare with India, the first school of social work in India is started in 1936, but the first school of social work in UK is started 1938. Okay, my dear students, I will stop here today. So today we discussed about the methods of social work. We discussed more time about the methods of social work. We have 6 methods like casework, group work, community organization, social action, social welfare administration, and social work research. I explained each method briefly to you. Then later I started the history of social work in UK. Okay, so we went 400 years back and we saw what type of welfare programs organized in UK, how the shifting, how the activities changed, how the act. So first there is a Elizabeth Poor Law is there. After that, Elizabeth Poor Law Amendment Act has came. Later, COS, Civil Society Organization has came. Later, YMCA, Young Men's Association came. Later, Young Women's Association came. After that, beverage report is came. So much of changes has came in social welfare activities and social work profession. All these social welfare activities has strengthened the social work profession in UK. So now what happened in social work we are studying in UK. So that we have discussed today in the history of social work profession. Okay, so today we have discussed these 2 topics. One is methods of social work, and second one is history of UK. Tomorrow I will tell history of USA and history of India, social work profession in USA and social work profession in India. So if anyone have any doubt, please ask me. So I will try to clarify your doubts now. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి? Okay, so if there is no doubts, so we'll stop here today and we'll meet tomorrow.
సార్ మీ క్లాస్ లో ఇద్దరు బ్లైండ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నాం సార్. ఒకటి నాగపింకి వెంకట్రావు, మా ఇద్దరికి కనబడదు సార్. మీరు చెప్పింది మాకు బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది సార్, బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తుండ్రు. కాకపోతే కొన్ని హార్డ్ వర్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్, నేమ్స్, అవి కొద్దిగా మాకు 1 or 2 times or 3 times చెప్తే మేము అవి విని మళ్ళీ మీకు రిపీట్ చేయడానికి బాగుంటుంది సార్.
Yes, అండి, అలాగే అండి, అలాగే
అలాగే సార్.
అలాగే అలాగే. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you, sir.
I think you can repeat the type of Dr. Abraham, whatever the students have requested, they are unable to see that screen. Only they are hearing the lesson. For them, what are the important points? Maybe repeated and inform them. Then in that way we can help the students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, please take care about that.
Tomorrow, so they are asking, sir. So repeat the names and some headings they are asking, sir.
Yeah, some important things you can highlight. For
sir.
them, you can inform. Anyhow, this video we are uploading in the website. Yesterday video already we have uploaded in our RC Visakhapatnam YouTube channel. Today we have created this IGNO RC Visakhapatnam Telegram group also. There we are sharing all the information. Make use of these facilities. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Abraham, and thank you, students. We'll meet tomorrow for the same time.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.